Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our leader, Tony Abbott, family.
Stand up, Australia, stand up for real action.
It's the Aussie way to see things through, to get things done, and to be true blue. So stand up, Australia, and support real action. So now's the time to get things right. Shine on, Australia, let's stand up and fight. So stand up, Australia, and support real action.
Stand up, Australia, for real action. Together, we'll make it happen. Stand up, Australia, stand up. Stand up, Australia, stand up. Stand up, Australia, stand up for real action.
Let's get things done.
Stand up, Australia, for real action. Together, we'll make it happen.
Let's get
Stand up, Australia, stand up. Stand up, Australia, stand up. Stand up, Australia, stand up for real action.
Now every Australian will be reminded that Kevin Rudd's dreadful record is Julia Gillard's too. They've been dancing together before. They've been dancing together before. Now it's time they were voted off the show. It's been all glitter, all talk, but no action. The dance card began with the 2020 summit, and more than 900 recommendations have disappeared without trace. Remember the 160 reviews and reports initiated by Labor's Bureaucracy Central. The vast majority ignored and now gathering dust on shelves. Or the Henry Tax Review. That was supposed to be a root and branch reform of our tax system, but it's also cramming up the too hard basket. Or the Murray-Darling Basin Water Plan, 3 years in the making, but now too hot to reveal. Remember Labor's commitment to govern for all Australians, but $1 billion for regional programs was taken out of their first budget, and more in the second. Remember the promise to lower living costs, but they just watched. Remember the other 60 or more promises from 2007 that they did not keep. Why should you believe any of the promises they make this time? Remember, this is the government that is still unable to rein in the incredible waste and the rorts in its school stimulus program. Remember the roof insulation scheme disaster, which will cost you $1 billion to fix. Remember the green loans debacle. And of course the boats won't stop coming. Indeed, Labor now seems to have given up on the decision-making process altogether. After messing up their response to climate change, the great moral issue of our time, they now plan to hand the decision on the future of our emissions trading tax to 150 people randomly selected from the phone book. What next? 150 people to write our defence policy? 150 to draft the next budget? Surely we should be electing people at this election who have the ability and the willingness and the capability to make those decisions.
Liberals, Nationals, Friends, all. This would have to be one of the most extraordinary elections of all time. Just 6 weeks ago, the detested cast of ruthless, robotic machine men of Labor, and that's what they call themselves, hatched a plot to remove from office a first-term Prime Minister, thus denying the Australian people the opportunity to pass judgment on his performance at an election. We were told that the Rudd government had lost its way. Julia Gillard was the solution to the Kevin Rudd problem. Then the Gillard government lost its way, and the real Julia was the solution to the fake Julia problem. And now we are meant to believe that Kevin Rudd is the solution to the real Julia problem? One thing is crystal clear from all of this. No one knows who is leading the Labor Party at present, and no one will know who's going to lead Labor after the election. Remember when Julia Gillard said she had to solve 3 of Kevin Rudd's problems and then she would call the election? Trouble is, no one knows what she's been up to because it's all so secret. First, there was the mining tax. Well, the negotiations were so secret, only 3 mining companies were in on it, and 3,000 mining companies were excluded, and they are not happy, Julia. Then there was the issue of asylum seekers and boat people. And Labor is negotiating to establish a process